Hello, welcome to Coffee Shop Convos. My name is Carl. I'm here with
Hannah. It's me again. I'm always here.
we're our special guest.
Are you always here, Hannah?
I've done every single one. Well, to be fair, Carl has as well, but like,
Oh, there you go.
I'm made to do everyone.
You enjoy it.
Along with Hannah, we've got our special guest Chetna. I pronounce the name.
Yep,
Right.
you said my name correct. So good
You
afternoon,
do,
Carl and Hannah.
New business solutions, yes. That's your role.
That is my
Now,
role.
what is that?
That is a very good question. What is it?
What have you done so far then?
I am still fairly new to it all. So it's almost that I'm learning along the way.
Learn as you go type thing.
Absolutely, yeah. Because, you know, we all come from different scopes and different backgrounds. And this is, a new challenge in a way. So I'm stepping into a field that I haven't really done at this level. At the moment, it's just getting a feel for it.
What did you do before this? What was your job before you did this?
So my journey, obviously, my journey started off as a retail. I used to work at Tesco's. This is going back decades now. So obviously, I've started at Tesco's. You know, I did sixth form and everything. Still didn't know what I wanted to do. So I just, I started a university course and I hated it. So then I went into full-time work. I also worked at a homeless project and I was enjoying it. You know, it was a bit of admin, it was a bit of meet and greet and supporting customers, but I wanted to use my brain a bit more. So I went into childcare, big jump. It's purely because I saw a lot of children come through the homeless project and I just felt, this is what I want to do. I want to work with children. About 15 years, almost 2 decades. But I absolutely loved it. I worked as a preschool leader. Preschool was my forte. I love developing children ready for school. But it's also seeing children at seeing how their mind works. Children can be very shy and everything else. But you've got to give them that time to develop. And I love that side of it.
Maybe I too am a child.
I think we all have an inner child. And we've still got to embrace that.
Do you want to do the next question?
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm letting you speak.
Come on then, Carl.
when you what made you choose Unity Hub when you heard about it?
I came to Unity Hub through a program where it was telling us about the council jobs. So I was signed up by my support worker in Thrive Insured Trust, who told me about this event and she registered me. And just coming in here, listen to obviously the Borough Council staff talking about the apprenticeships and everything was quite interesting. However, there was a conversation in the other room, which I still, to this day, cannot remember what the conversation was about. But
Very memorable. Impactful almost.
absolutely,
It's gone. All the good ones go.
yeah. But I just remember coming into this room at the back and we all talked about our different experiences of trying to get work. So everybody's experience was so different from the next, and it almost meant you felt that you weren't alone. Because to find a job is a struggle. To find the right job or a company that is going to support you with your disabilities or support you back into work is a bit of a struggle. Obviously, I haven't worked for almost 5 years, so that scope of what work will be like, all I had was a theory that I want to get back into work. But having a disability sort of, I don't know, you are open to unconscious biasness regards to having a disability. Some people, make out that they're confident, disability confident, but I don't know, I just wasn't getting, I was doing many, this is getting really bad for me. I was doing many applications and very few replied back, and I had just a handful of interviews, probably less than that. And in each and every one of those interviews, my physical element was always going to be the issue. Didn't matter how I wrote my application, didn't matter how supportive some of these companies say they would be with disability, I just didn't find that approach. And I expressed that to Stefan and Tracy. And they just gave me this other avenue. They told me to come back the following week with a CV, if I need help with my application. And that's sort of hit a note with me, thinking, oh, actually, there are people out there that are willing to help you. And this Unity Hub, I've never heard of. And it's such a useful place to come to get that support. So eager to do that. I actually came back the next day to get that support. And I spoke to Stefan and Tracy about my barriers. So obviously with someone that's learning to use, to maintain or manage their physical disability, it was learning about other avenues as well. And I was telling them about all my difficulties and how some of these places that say they're difficult, confidential, disability confidential, but confident, but I wasn't getting anywhere far with them. And I was expressing how, I don't know, interviews should be done differently, jobs should be done differently, maybe looking at doing work-based training or things like that to get people back into work. And since then they said, oh, why don't you come here and volunteer? Which was, I was a little bit hesitant at first, but the thought of volunteer, that was a good aspect because that's something to put on the CV, like Tracy and Stefan pointed out. Because I've had that gap, maybe doing a bit of this would help to close the gap a bit and to actually think that, okay, when I do apply for jobs, I got this. So this is why I'm here.
I mean, leaving off what you're saying about disabilities and stuff, when I applied for jobs, I think I applied over 200 jobs, none of them came out. And the thing that really I caught on was, as soon as I mentioned my ADHD, they didn't talk to me at all. Yeah. And that's what really frustrated me. My friend had when he was applying as well, as soon as she mentioned her disability, they wouldn't even talk to her. And that's what annoys me. There's like places out there that as soon as you mention your disability, it's like you don't have any value to that company.
Absolutely. And I don't think that's right, because we all have some potential within us.
How do you think the Unity Hub will help change the way you act, like for the community? Do you think we could help people get, like, either navigate how to deal with all that, or maybe?
Absolutely. I mean, it's an idea. It is an idea. It is an idea in progress, but with obviously being here and seeing people that come in for CV support, but also ask Tracy and Stefan for their support in reading the CVs or reading this job application and getting support in how do they promote their abilities from the job description. Just listening to Tracy, how she sat with somebody today to help do that, is something that's needed. It gives people the confidence. I think it's a very exceptional service. It's a great idea. It's a great platform for anybody. It's a bit of hope. And I think that's what we need in this borough. I think in any county we need a group like this which promotes hope. And the ability to support people. Why can't people get work? What is the factor that is affecting people from getting a job? Like, is it the person, or is it how the job description is presented? And
certainly not qualifications. You can have the best qualifications, but then you don't have experience, so you're just not right for that.
There's actually, going on what you said, there was a story on a UK girl, she was 18 at the time. She had a master's degree. And she basically applied, she would look for jobs, right? I think it was master of maths and stuff, and all she got was kitchen jobs.
Yeah.
And like, she had the best degree and everything, and all she got was kitchen jobs. I thought it was like, that's very bizarre. And then you're looking at the trends, why unemployment rates, like, and governments are asking why is people employed. If you look at the job market, there's just, when you apply for a job, it's so hard to get a job because most people won't apply, employ you.
Exactly. And that's where the barrier is. Now, what Tracy and Stefan are providing is a way to break down those barriers. especially when it's not a table to table, you know, so you're one person facing the other. It's actually you're speaking to someone without being patronized, without those rhetorical questions or the scripted questions which, you know, some companies use. This is actually a friendly environment. You're going to have to bear with me. It's at your level. There's no pressure involved. You could ask as many questions. You are actually given positivity rather than leaving with a negativity. You're absolutely leaving the place with, you know, the ability to come back again and not feel afraid to ask questions. Because often people leave here without any questions. They don't know what to ask. But you know that you can come back to Unity Hub and you can ask those questions as many times as you like, or if you forget something, you can come back because they are so welcoming within their presence. There is no barrier of that, you know, you are over a desk. There's somebody that you're meeting face to face. You're actually meeting a human, not somebody that's scripted.
I mean, it's like almost like a halfway house. It's like I left school like 2 years ago, and I should have like you're saying, there needs to be more stuff like this.
Yeah.
Because if you have something like this where you like ask volunteers, kids who just left school, that you can then teach them how to act like in a workplace or get skills and training for that workplace.
Absolutely.
Brilliant.
Yeah, absolutely. And just meeting, it's a conversation, isn't it, really? So as a volunteer, for myself, I haven't been around other people for the past 4+ years. I've been very much, you know, homebound, meeting with families, handful of friends, and that's it. That's how far my interaction was. And I think since COVID, that interaction, I've always lived in that COVID era, so I don't know how the world has developed. So coming here, it's actually given me that knowledge of, oh, okay, this is how employment works now. It's a very different scope to how it was about 4 years ago, pre-COVID. You know, they were sensitive times, but what governments and all that haven't done is implemented structures or guidelines for people that have been out of work for so long, a smoother structure, like having, you know, training ships or something like that, just to get that work experience.
Yeah. I mean, COVID did affect the job market in a massive way because you had people losing thousands of pounds and jobs over COVID because we were all locked down and the country was isolated themselves, and you had all these like people working from home.
Yeah.
But sometimes working from home can be bad because you're not going out and getting some work.
You're not sociable either.
Yeah, because you're always locked in 24/7.
Yeah.
There's no one talking to the people.
Yeah. And that's what it is. I mean, I've come here. Yes, I think I've probably been here, 2-3 weeks. However, it's taken me time to talk to people. It's coming out of my shell to learn how to communicate, to learn how to speak, you know, learn how to have a laugh, because it's very different to how it was before, and it's relearning those skills again. And volunteering here is a perfect opportunity. When I met you guys.
Okay, thank you, Chetna, for speaking to us. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much.
For listening.
You're both very welcome. It's nice to meet you, Hannah and Carl.
Yes. Well, you already met, but we're speaking.
We are speaking,
We've
so it's
met
lovely.
in the eyes of the viewer.
Absolutely. Well, it's lovely to have that conversation. Thanks, guys.